Hello, if you can hear me, Mr. Tunde Kazim. We'd like to get your opinion or your analysis of what really happened with the special athletes from your state. Okay, we seem to be having... Okay, I just asked you if we... Just tell us what happened, what transpired yesterday, your own side of the story. The athletes are alleged to have been neglected, and some promises made were not kept.
Thank you very much, Yemi. The issue on ground is that yesterday morning, yesterday morning, some of our special athletes went around the stadium, locked up the stadium in the protest of some of their people not paid. Okay. And I want to make it extremely clear that some of these athletes you are seeing are not the staffers of Sports Council. These athletes are our program athletes, but they are not our staff, paid staff. You recall that some few months ago, the state government had a screening exercise for all workers of the Kwara state government to ascertain ghost workers and ensure that all the leakages are blocked. When the verification was conducted, none of these athletes were there because they are not staffers of the council. All the staffers of the Sports Council have been paid all their salaries. However, part of our subventions are the one we use to pay only 6 out of these athletes who are watching. We have some idle athletes too we pay. We have some security men that will pay out of the stipend.
We're talking here and asking ourselves how some of those people are able to make claims if they do not represent Kwara State.
Thank you very much. Some of them actually represent the state, and that's why some of them, 6 of them, are in our list of program athletes. This list of program athletes were suspended after discovering that they are not bona fide staffers of the council, and the council made a case to government, telling the government that actually these are not our paid staff, but they are our program athletes. For the month of July, they were not paid. But by August, the government took it up and reasoned with us and said these people will be paid shortly after our salary. We got our salary on Tuesday, and they were paid yesterday. In fact, that yesterday when they staged the protest, I had assured them on Tuesday evening that their money will be paid shortly after our money. But they were not convinced, so they went out that morning to ensure that nobody entered. And I'd like to say that we are very peaceful, though we drag in the police to enforce law and order. And immediately I got to them, they said what they needed is their money. I said, fine, you'll get this money in the next 30 minutes. And I want to tell you that after 1 hour, I came back with their money. You see, the government wants to ascertain those that are genuine workers. And after the verification, they have to be sure that these people you are now bringing, maybe some people will call it through the back door. They need to be convinced beyond reasonable doubt that these are not ghost workers. So when they now did the verification, and we now told them these people are not on our payroll, they are our program athletes. That was what necessitated government to release that money yesterday, and they have been paid.
Okay, I think you've been able to substantially clear the air on that. But I know you're also involved with badminton, and you're the technical director of the Badminton Federation. So talk to us, what's happening in as regards that? What are the things that you can tell us happening in and around Nigeria?
Thank you. Badminton as a sport, we had our meeting, the board meeting recently, and look at the calendar, and we observe that for the past few months, most of the program we slated for execution, the first, second quarters were not able to execute due to the paucity of funds in the country. But the third quarter, we have National Open Tournament that will take place in Abuja in November. In October, our athletes will be representing the country in Egyptian International. 4 of our athletes will be representing Nigeria. And of course, 4 of our athletes have been shortlisted for a training tour of China, courtesy of China's government. They will be in China for 6 weeks. Details of the schedule will be communicated to the DFM. And of course, you remember that we started the shuttle time. This shuttle time is sponsored by BWF in conjunction with DCA.
Okay.
And we have done 3 regions in Nigeria: Northwest, Southwest, and of course, North Central. And by October, the train will move to South-South and of course, South-East. This is a project that intends to carry badminton to the grassroots, especially schools. So by the time the game is fully established in the school, you can now be rest assured that a lot of talent will be discovered and fine-tuned by the federation.
All right, Mr. Tunde Kazim, I want to thank you for your time on the show.